all the water and don't put it into blood, you can't drink shit. That's torture. Imagine, I'm thirsty, man. What the fuck is this?
God, man.
Hey, bro, turned to blood last night. Last night? What the fuck happened last night?
Bro, don't drink that water.
It's like, you gotta tell me, nigga, it's fucking red.
Hey, Shalom, Makian. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. All right, we're the real Hebrew Israelites. We come in week out, prophesying the downfall of this wicked nation in the name of our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. And pretty much what me and the brother we're talking about just now, man, is that we not once in the scriptures does it say that the Most High is all love, man. Not once in the scriptures does it say that He's coming back to save everybody, man. He's always had a certain, throughout the Old Testament to the New Testament, He's always had He's always said that there's a certain remnant of the nation of the Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans in today's times, that only these people are certain men of these people are going to be saved, specifically the elects. Okay, not once does it say that I am God, I am all love. He never once says that. Okay, so that's where whenever you speak to a Christian, they'll use scriptures to battle scriptures, man. It doesn't make sense. You know, they'll use the New Testament to battle the Old Testament, man. You know, it doesn't make sense
because once again, Christianity, which was created by the very Hebrew, by the so-called white men, the devil. Once again, it's sleight of hand magic because what Christianity teaches is that of the Old Testament, New Testament, which once again, before the Greeks, before the Edomites, it wasn't called a Bible or Old New Testament. It was simply called the Record of the Israelites. Most people call them the Dead Sea Scrolls. Even before that, these books, the Chronicles, the Kings of Judah, the Book of Nathan, the Book of Gad, Judah, Joshua. All these books were called the Record of the Israelites. It was just our history.
That's right.
Okay, it wasn't called Isaiah. It was called like the Notes of Isaiah, Creators of Isaiah, but it wasn't Old Testament, New Testament. Now, within Christianity, what they'll tell you is that these two collections are basically the same book but different. The Old Testament, New Testament say different things. The same God don't change, but He changed right here. You know, which the whole book is in one accordance.
That's right.
The Old and New Testament said the very same thing. The only difference is that in the New Testament, that's whenever Yahweh came after Israel was separated from the Heavenly Father, because from Malachi to Matthew, there's a 400 year just blank period. 400 years is just blank. It's all gone. It's not in here. Now, it was recorded. Once again, the Israelites, we were the first nation to record things. It wasn't some fucking Hamite somewhere with uniform cheering shit down. No, we were the first nation to actually record history.
That's right, man.
And then the Edomites are known for destroying history. In Rome, they burned down Carthage and they burned down other libraries. They also burned down look at 70 AD, they burned everything.
God.
They burned history books. They even said, man, this is gonna leave a very blank spot in history. It was somewhere it was somewhere in the Middle East going towards Asia. So I watched hella history videos, right? It was somewhere in the Middle East going towards Asia. They had went and pillaged a place and they were like, there's so much history here, what should we do? Fucking Roman general, burn it all. You know, we were the nation to record things down. So the scriptures are a record of our history. That's right. The only difference between the Old and New Testament is that New Testament, Yahweh was here after that fall, after our people were severed from Yahweh to bring us back.
That's right.
And then that fall happened again through 70 AD. And that's what's happening right now. Is Yahweh once again through Isaiah 9 and 2, Isaiah 9, the whole chapter, He's bringing us back. The people who walk in the great darkness are seeing this great light, which is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
God, man, we're coming to the end of the tunnel. You know, pretty much, and that includes this wicked nation being taken down. And no, Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, isn't coming back with lollipops and candies to give to your kids, man. No, He's coming back with a complete vengeance against the wicked of this world, man. Yeah. All right, yeah, and we pray that. Of course, we pray that we're not part of that. That's why we're out here preaching, man. All right, but I wanted to get a quick precept, man. This can be Isaiah 45:7, and it reads, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. All right, because the Lord, He creates evil as well. Because you don't have Christians come up say, as the brother was going into, it's the Old Testament and the New Testament are the same, but it's different. You know, they'll say it's different because the Lord, they'll say the Lord has forgiven everybody. All right, and then now that anyone can be saved, but it's not so. Okay, because the Lord is still the same way. He forms light, creates darkness. He creates. It says he makes peace and creates evil, man. That's right. All right. So, and who is he going to make peace for, man? The Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Moreover, the elect. All right, of that nation. All right. And then he's going to create evil for who? The rest of the heathen, man. All right. Why? Because whenever. That's right.
All that happens to Yahweh through the one who all judgment was given unto.
That's right, man.
From the beginning.
That's right. No, you good, brother. And that's and he's gonna create that evil. All right, and it's evil because it's not gonna be good for anyone else but the Israelites, man. You know, whenever the Israelites get back on top, you know, after what's gonna happen, man? You know, nukes are gonna come hit America. All right, all the other heathen nations are gonna be put into slavery. All right, and the rest of the Jake who are wicked are gonna be cut off, man.
Complete justice and judgment.
That's right, righteous judgment.
The precept.
Come on, go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 11:1. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, literally the rod of Jesse.
That's right.
It says, and a branch shall grow out of his roots.
Which if you look up an iron rod, man, you'll see a big ass iron pole, man. You know, or just look up a rod, and you'll see a big ass iron pole, man. And that pole, usually they don't weigh no 5 pounds that you can just swing around. Rods are heavy as fuck, man, 50, 60 pounds.
And they're used to bash people's heads.
That's right.
For what? To get them to listen. It's like, look, you listen to me, or I'm beating your motherfucker. That's really what it is, man.
That's right, man.
That's what King David, that's what Moses and King David and Joshua did.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
And then Yahushua, the Messiah, is coming back for what? To sit upon that throne of David. Which is what? You do what I say, or do you want that issue?
Yahushua said that himself, man. Yahushua told him, for those of them who will not serve me, bring him hither before me and slay them. That's right. And slaying
isn't just some old little headshot. No, slaying is, man, look, make this man an example.
Yep, that's right.
Take his head off in front of somebody.
Which taking the head off is
oil.
The way they do it in movies, man, is usually it's not one clean swipe, man. A lot of times.
Don't show you that. That was in that bitch. Damn it. Damn it, nigga head strong as hell.
Yeah, and a lot of people who get their heads cut off like that, they still feel it, man. I was watching this one video a couple of years ago, or maybe a year ago, man. It's been a while since I watched it. And this lady or this man, he was getting tortured. They chopped off his hands, they chopped off his feet, and then he was still alive, and they started chopping off his head, and he was halfway gone, you know, and you still heard him crying, bro. He was still feeling that shit, man.
You see, and shit like that comes directly from Yahweh and then Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
Look, during I can't call it slavery, but during this 500-year torture from the Red Edomite within America, these so-called Negroes and Latinos, it's not just slavery or colonization. No, it was straight up torture, violence, my nigga. Look at the history. That's not slavery. Slavery means servitude. You know, that was straight up torture, man.
Yeah,
beating your ass, bug breaking you. Look up Dirty Dose. They're literally just having fun. They're walking around all day and just fuck with you.
No, they would cut open your woman's stomach while she was pregnant, take the baby out, stomp on it, you know, and then tell the woman to go her way while she's still all cut open, man.
They put chemicals and poison inside of you, test me, using you as a goddamn guinea pig, man.
That's right, man. You know, and to this day, they actually during World War II, whenever the Ammonites, the so-called Japanese people, whenever they were doing all sorts of experiments, they were doing a shit ton of experiments, man. You know, creating potions and all that shit. Whenever Esau won that war, he went in there and he told the scientists that were there, he was like, look, you either give me all the evidence that you found and all the tests that you ran, or you're gonna become a war criminal. We're gonna put you in a cell and torture you, man. You know, so you know they gave all over their experiments, everything that they found. So Esau increased his witchcraft even more, man. You know, and that goes to show you that he did that to keep you Israelites under slavery, man.
That same thing happened with the Germans after World War II.
That's right.
You know because all right, so like once again, really big in history, right? The reason why those Germans lost ultimately was because Yahweh Shai set it up for the Western Edomite to dominate the world, not the German Edomite. Whatever specific tribe or faction of Edom runs America, that's who Yahweh Shai wanted to rule, not them Germans over there, man. All right, Germans, them Nazis, man, they were very intelligent, man. But the reason why they lost that war was because they kept having ideas about new weapons, and they would actually spend billions of dollars on the small amount of resources that they had to build these huge machines, which most of the time it didn't work. Why? Because their funding wasn't up to par. Now the U.S. on the other hand, who was owned by the Rothschilds, they won the war and then went and said, "Oh man, this is a big ass UFO looking thing. Look at this big ass cannon. This cannon. Look up. What is? I was looking at it yesterday. It's called something Gustav. I want to say the Gustav. It's a huge ass. It's bigger than this fucking building. It's a huge ass fucking cannon that like they had to actually build rails wherever it was going first, so they couldn't really even use it. That shit would blow your whole block away, man. Way back then. So basically, after World War II, then the American Edomite went in there. Hey, you know, instead of killing you, you could always just come work for us. And then if you're that person, either die, or work for you. I guess I'll just work for you. You know, I gotta live. Type shit, man.
I got a family.
Which been like the majority of those German Edomite inventions. Those are men of war. Those are probably those mighty wise men and teaming. They created hella shit. Gun. I mean, bro, it was a certain gun that they had that could shoot sideways, man. You know, I mean, way back then. Now, the craft wasn't perfect yet, but then once again, the American Edomite came over here and they perfected it. Now, regular everyday SWAT people have guns that can like just bend and shoot this way. They can point right here and look see over here and just pop a nigga from the corner. You know,
you never see it coming, man.
Also, Google the helio beam or sun gun. They basically back during World War II, they're trying to put a huge ass mirror into space. All right, and then aim at niggas like a magnifying glass of ants and just burn niggas to death. Now also, that helio beam wasn't the first idea of that, because someone actually did that 2,000 years beforehand in Rome. It was another Edomite who actually used a big ass mirror to fry niggas on the battlefield, man. He was like, hey, watch this. Y'all are fighting and shit. Look at this. You know, it's fucking man of war. That's Esau, the most cunning hunter in the field. He was like, you know what? We out here using swords and shit. What if we just get a mirror? Look at this big ass ball of fire. What if we can do some of this? You know? And it fucking works. You was out there on the battlefield. Yeah, niggas. Hey, the fucking demon. Can you imagine? You back to use that laser? Back then you were like, what the fuck is that? All you see is big ass red. Like, keep in mind, you don't know about lasers, zombies, video games, not iPads, any of that shit. You back there with swords and shields and brass plate armor and all the types of, fucking no AC, cars, any of that shit. All you see is a big ass ray of light just swimming in front of you, burning everything up in front of you, burning the ground in front of you, burning up, you burning up your best friend, your fucking war buddies, and burning niggas alive. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Burning your toes off, man.
Girl just I needed that. You know?
Now you off balance your whole life, man.
Damn, a nigga with 9 toes. Hey man, because I only got 9 toes, that's embarrassing. Hey man, it's not my fault, man. I was in the war, bro. I was fighting for y'all niggas anyway. But yeah, man, Esau been very much into expanding his arsenal, and it's like that because he wants to get Esau learned from history, man. These the Red Edomites who run America learn from Rome. They even tell you that during it's some document. It's not the Declaration of Independence. It's some other historical document around that time from the founding fathers. But they even said that they were going to model America after Rome because Rome had the pinnacle of human civilization. They basically said that Rome was the pinnacle of human civilization, which in Rome, there were disasters every day. People, basically, within Rome, if this building was an apartment complex, people would shit into a bucket and throw it on the street. Be shit all over the wall, the streets. They'd be walking around pissing shit everywhere. In downtown America, what do you smell everywhere? Pissing shit. Yeah, bro. You know. So this is on the back of your dollar, what is it? Roman numerals. Within the American government, what do they use? Roman numerals, because it's all modeled after Rome. Which Rome water supply had lead poisoning, which America has what? Fluoride poisoning, man. You know, and then also within Rome, the money became inflated. It also became inflated. What's also inflating right now in America? The American motherfucking dollar, man. And then also within because within Rome back then, you heard me, like being like attacking someone from being miles away was possible by sending human troops. But if those human troops one day said fuck that, like for example, with Alexander the Greek, right? He conquered. Watch a video about his expansion. He's going for years, just keep going further and further. Let's kill some more. And his men across the whole way, they were like, damn, bro, I'm tired of this shit, because within the Roman army, as a man, only 16 campaigns were part of him. He just kept going and going. They were like, I should have been retired, you know. So he kept going and going until his men were like, nah, man, this is too much. Fuck this. And then he cried like, there's so much more that we can take. He said, fuck, let's go back. You know. So back then, there was a real fear of a revolt. Like, damn, you know, if I keep forcing them, one day they gonna fucking kill me. You know, which in Rome they have a lot. The people resulting. Oh, Google all this fucking history. Google the Nika rights, Nika rights, which in English is Nike right. Nike means what? Victory. Because it started over a fucking chariot race, and the emperor is being an asshole. They're like, man, fuck this guy, and they all came together off the stands and chased him. Then they ran to the palace. Oh, what are we gonna do? You see, but in these days, the Rothschilds are somewhere on a fucking island with a satellite watching everybody in their home with high-tech technology and shit, with see-through walls and shit, from the comfort of their own castle, saying, yeah, then you better go to work tomorrow. I'll burn your ass up with this fucking helio beam. You know, but back then it wasn't a possibility. So what they learned from Rome was, look, rule them from afar. Rule them with an iron fist from afar. Also gave them the illusion of freedom because within Rome, the slaves who would work like them slave. You know, this is what I do. It's kind of sucky. But then they saw other people who were free doing the same thing. They were like, damn, why aren't I free? It basically caused problems because excuse me, I said that backwards. There were low caste Romans looking at slaves and were like, damn, we're doing the same as fucking slaves. So what happened? They was like, man, fuck that. We want better for ourselves. You know what I mean? So in America, they said, look, you're all free. Just keep going to work. You know? Just go to work tomorrow. Use the 8 hours and get it in. You're all free now. Because in Rome, you had so-called slaves and so-called free people who on the same fucking status. So those Roman people were like, man, this is, you know, same thing that Jews and niggers. Yeah.
The same people that shot up some people up north.
No, but okay. More power to you with your little pimp walk, man. But anyway, man, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so back then, the fucking Romans was like, damn, how are we living the same as these fucking niggers? Back then it was niggas. You know, real quick, you asked doing a history today, which, bro, I'm so big in history, man. I can go all day with this, but we gotta get the scriptures out because the scriptures told us all these things will happen. God. All these historical events. If you just watch history, if you watch history videos all day, you'll understand the mystery. It's literally it stacks up word for word, bar for bar, flow for flow. You know.
If you have the understanding, man.
God, if Yahweh Shemashah gave you that spiritual lifestyle, which we're so blessed to have in these days, man. And all the bullshit that happens in the flesh in our carnal lives within the world, Yahweh Shemashah gave us the light. Right. And it gave us mercy, gave us understanding on why these things happen. Because in Christianity, bad things happen, or why did God allow that fucking pastor? No one knows. You know, it's a mystery. God works in mysterious ways. The book is big as hell. What do you mean you don't know? All these books in there you don't know. I don't know. Fuck that. No, I need an answer, man.
It's not okay.
If you search why in the Bible, it shows up 1,306 times. You search why, but then if you ask your pastor why, we don't know. Nigga, what are you talking about? We're not supposed to ask why. The word why shows up so many. Ezra's asked why. Look at even Abraham. Now it's written that Abraham followed blindly in faith. He was still like inquiring things. Okay, why is this gonna happen? Why you know? Why is that gonna happen? You know,
answers, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
God, but this is the book of Mark. Acts, chapter 13, verse 1, and it reads that there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon, that was
which is who? Peter, right?
That's right. God, it says as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene and Manian, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch, and Saul.
So Peter was called nigger. There's no new thing under the sun. The word nigger in the Greek literally means dark skin. There's no new thing. So we were called nigger back then. Now we in America being called nigger. I wonder why. It's almost as if we're the same fucking people. Just a tad bit, right? So it's almost as if there's some magical source connecting us to this fucking book. You know. So back then, those Romans saw Peter, these fucking niggers, same status as them, because not Peter, but Paul was a Roman. Paul had more money. Man, look, if you read the account and then watch history on Romans, everyday people, Paul had more money than most Romans. Fucking Romans is like these fucking niggers, these Christians, which eventually led to what 70 AD, because those emperors were trying to please the people and keep them from killing them at the same time. And once again, whenever there's bullshit going on for any reason, who can you always blame? Niggas. And the whole world come against niggas, even some niggas. And that's exactly what happened in 70 AD. And the same thing happens right now in America. Also showing you that this is that same wicked generation. These are the same. No, niggas are the sons of God, man. Niggas, spiggers, and what do you call it? Native American. Niggas again. All right, are the sons of God, man. It's the same thing. 70 AD. Hey, man, this is the sheer battle, man, of Jerusalem and Masada. Told you, man, that was Israelites, because we were so outnumbered. We was farmers beating up, trained. You know how powerful the Roman armies were. The fucking Spartans were like, nah, we want to smoke Romans army, because Rome trained with wooden blades that were like double the weight of the actual sword. So the fucking Roman, and they train all day, all night. So Roman soldiers would get an actual sword, piece niggas up, you know? Yeah. So then some farmers and priests in Jerusalem started beating their ass. For 764 AD to 764 AD to 66 AD to 74 AD. For years, just beating their ass. And then Rome surrounded Jerusalem and cut off the water and food supply for years, and they were still fighting back. So they were in there starving, eating grass, children, shit, anything. And you're still beating Rome's ass. And you know how powerful Rome was back then? Thracia was like, nah, y'all got it. Carthage got murked. You know, Jerusalem was standing tall. And then after that, Jews fled even more than Macedon. We kept fucking fighting. That's Jake, man. Hey, man, look, you so-called Negroes have a very powerful history, man. But in this society, Esau tells you it was a Frenchman named Boaz. Boaz, someone people to be look up African American father, something like that, man.
God, there was actually two men.
Yeah, there you go.
It was two men. I forget their names. I'll probably post it in the description. That way y'all can look that shit up. Because there's a video that a certain brother did on that. But there was two Edomite males, the so-called white men, who came up with that history about y'all, man. Why? Because they didn't want you finding out who you were. All right, and also a lot of your history is stored within the Vatican, man. Because there's certain books in there that they tell you that only the Pope is able to read, man.
Certain
but
people like Rothschild, DuPont, and all them bitch ass niggas.
There's over 3,000 history books in there, and there's only certain people able to read them, man. You know, and there's so much history in there that they can't even read them all. You know, by the time they die, man.
Be bored as hell, like, damn, it's a lot. Still going?
Yep,
why? Because we document everything. It's regular Israelites, man. We document everything, baby.
Yep, that's right.
Like, hey, we can't forget this part.
God,
Esau would literally skip out the whole thing and be like, oh yeah, we won.
Oh yeah, we won.
Yeah, man.
That's all you need to know. We won.
It was our people write down detailed accounts.
Because if our people were to find out who we were, man, there would be a huge revolt. Well, actually, our people knew who they were back then, and they didn't care, man.
Yeah. Why? Because there was Jeremiah told you that this people say prophesy us false things, bum God, tell us who we want to hear. Jeremiah give us game thousands of people, man. Like, look, these people aren't gonna listen. They know who they are, but they don't give it to them. They even said, tell us the wrong thing. We don't fucking care. That was the so-called niggas on Latinos. You see, because Jake in America finds out, oh, Israelites, we got people. We're the best. We're the best of the best. God love us. How about you doesn't love us when we are the best? The reason why we're in America right now all fucked up is because our forefathers knew that, and they were doing some ball to the wall type shit. Now, ball to the wall means if you saw somebody put a ball against the wall, you're like, damn, this man is crazy. He don't give a fuck. What the hell? You know. So our forefathers were on some ball to the wall type shit. They were like just dragging the ball across the wall. Everybody looking, what's this nigga doing? There's balls on the wall. You know. And and Jacob, and our people, they were going off. That's why Yahweh tried to turn us and took our heritage away, man. Into being British, Moors, he called Jews. He didn't call the Jews in the Bible. We're called Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Naphtali, Gad, Ephraim, Zebulun, Simeon. You know, but the Esau just called us all. I think it was the Babylonians started that. The Persians called us Jews because because the tribe got split up, and then it was just them niggas and it was Judah, Benjamin, Levi over there, and they were like, man, they all look the same. Just call them fucking Jews. You know.
Yep, that's right, man.
But I have a precept real quick.
No, go ahead.
All right, and Yahweh said this in 30 AD, right? And the siege of Jerusalem began in 66 AD. Right, this is Luke 21 and verse 6, and it says, as for these things which ye behold, the days will come, all right, in the which there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Now how I said that in 31 AD, to be specific. 40 years later, what happened? Well, 40 something years later, what happened? Siege of Jerusalem, where they sacked the temple. I mean, like once all the laws were finally broken, man, and they were sacking the temple. They were going in there like, oh, this is Solomon's temple from Solomon's time, man. What's in here? What was in there? Gold, treasures, Ark of the Covenant. They took the Roman soldiers were killing each other trying to get gold. Once again, showing you fucking greedy. The love of money is root of all evil. That the love of money just has them killing their own brothers, man. Because Jerusalem was so hard to take, and even harder to take was fucking Masada. And Masada, oh my goodness, the siege at Masada, Rome was like, man, fucking man, build a 2 mile wide ramp, a 2 mile high ramp. It took them years to build it, wasn't months. One of those, but they finally built it, man. Oh my goodness. And look, they built it by getting Jews from Jerusalem or wherever the fuck else, putting them in slavery and making them build a fucking ramp until Masada, which was their hometown, to fight against their own people, man. You know, hey man, Esau is the fucking devil. But this is Luke 21 and 7. And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And Yahweh said, Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. And he said unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs there shall be from heaven. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you, persecute you, giving you up to the synagogues and into prisons, and bring brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And they shall turn to you for a testimony. So now Yahweh said that in 30 AD. See, Jerusalem happened 40 years later. In that 40-year period, what's happening, man? Wars and rumors of wars, commotions, fucking emperors going back and forth. Google Caligula family. Bunch of Edomites, that family was known for killing each other. I want the power, but so does my brother. She would just go, well, actually, brother, let's kill dad and take it together. And then they kill the fucking dad, and both of them are sitting here. One of us gotta go. fucking Edomites, man.
One of us gotta go.
Just go with them, hey, this fucking demon. It was war rumors were Carthage. Alexander was already dead by that time. What else happened? We had Carthage.